1937, my grandfather's first cousin, Ernest Hurd, the world's greatest lover, pushed a wheelbarrow from Vancouver to Halifax. It took him 3 years. I actually only found out about the story when I found this scrapbook among my grandmother's things after she passed away. Turns out Ernest was a simple guy who used to push his wheelbarrow around Vancouver, and then sometime in early 1937 a man offered him $1,000 to push his barrel across the country. Ernest took him up on it, and on the 1st of June 1937 headed off across Canada with his barrel, promoting himself as the world's greatest lover. I actually found a woman from Lavender who remembers when he came through the area to visit Uncle Bert in 1939.
Oh, I remember when Ernest came rolling through town. He really had a big barrel. No, I think that was just before the war. You know, he advertised himself as the world's best lover. And I've never been out of the county, but I beg to differ.
You know, I've had this unexplained affinity for wheelbarrows my whole life. That's me as a baby. While researching Ernest, I found a lot of ancestors in both the Lackie and Hurd branches who had this strange compulsion too. And look! Here's a photo from my wedding reception with my new bride in a wheelbarrow. I couldn't explain it until I discovered Ernest. Now I know it's in my genes. Well, maybe not the world's greatest lover part. You'd have to ask my wife about that. Anyway, to celebrate the memory of Ernest, I've decided to reenact his trip. I mean the whole thing, from coast to coast. My friends and family are behind me on this 100%. My son Nathan was great. He helped me out with getting ready for the project. And of course, I went through a little design work to get the barrel right. A couple of the prototypes didn't work out so well. I did a dry training run with my barrel at the Cindy Crawford Memorial Race in Creemore. Down here to the race today to...
It's a parade.
It's a race. I came down here to the...
Parade.
I came down here to try to work on my my training for the reenactment. I thought that the competitive challenge of the race environment would be really good.
It's a parade.
Okay, the parade. I came down to the parade, just to get into that competitive environment, to push myself a little better. Anyway, I won the race and was presented a gold medal by Helen Crawford, but I was really expecting Cindy. And so knowing that I was ready, I headed off on my trip. I discovered that the barrel was pretty heavy. I guess I wasn't as prepared as I thought. I might have to review my flight path, and what with my wife dissing my credentials as the world's greatest lover, I needed a whole new theme, or it wouldn't be much of a reenactment. Then I remembered why I moved to Creemore in the first place. I'm the world's greatest beer lover. I have over 600 bottles in my collection. Creemore has the world's greatest beer. So I went to see the folks over at Creemore Springs, and they were only too happy to help me out. They fitted me out with a 30-gallon aluminum beer barrel. My quest would be to cross Canada promoting Creemore Springs. I loaded up on provisions for the trip. You know, I don't expect everything to go perfectly smoothly. Ernest had his troubles on this trip too. For instance, the Trans-Canada highway system wasn't in the cards for 10 years to come. You can imagine the state of the roads. He got lost a couple times in Saskatchewan. And there was an article in the Winnipeg Free Press where he had his wheelbarrow stolen. I don't intend to let that sort of thing happen to me. I'm going to lock my wheelbarrow up. Oh, and he got beat up a couple times too. In the end, Ernest pulled it off. He wore out 19 pairs of shoes to do it, but he crossed Canada. Oh, and when he got to Halifax, the guy didn't pay him, so he had to walk home. But it only took him 15 pairs of shoes because he knew the way. Well, let's go see Canada.